This college student disappeared without a trace. She was just supposed to walk back to her dorm. It was a normal night on a quiet college campus, the kind where students stayed up late studying or laughing softly in common rooms. No alarms were raised. No one sensed danger. But by morning, one student was gone, and nothing about her disappearance made sense. Her name was Hannah Reed. Hannah was 20 years old, a second-year student at a small university in the United States. She studied psychology, worked part-time at the campus library, and talked to her parents every Sunday night without fail. She wasn't reckless. She wasn't secretive. She was careful, organized, and well-liked. That is why what happened to her still confuses everyone. The last night anyone saw her. It was a Thursday evening in early fall. Hannah spent the night studying with friends at the student center. They reviewed notes, complained about upcoming exams, and shared snacks from a vending machine. Around 10:40 p.m., Hannah packed up her bag and said she was heading back to her dorm. It was only a 10-minute walk. Security cameras showed Hannah leaving the building alone. She wore a light jacket, carried her backpack, and checked her phone as she walked. The campus was quiet but not empty. A few students crossed paths with her. No one noticed anything unusual. At 10:52 p.m., Hannah sent a text to her roommate saying she would be back in a few minutes. She never arrived. By midnight, her roommate grew worried. Hannah's bed was untouched. Her phone went straight to voicemail. At first, she assumed Hannah had fallen asleep somewhere else or stayed with a friend. By morning, panic set in. Campus security was notified. The first search. Security officers reviewed camera footage immediately. Hannah appeared on several cameras along the main walkway. Then, near the edge of campus, the footage stopped. The final camera showed her walking toward a darker path that cut between a parking lot and a line of trees. It was still considered campus property, but fewer lights covered that area. After that, there was nothing. No footage of her leaving campus, no footage of her returning, no footage of her getting into a car. It was as if she vanished halfway through her walk. Police were called in by noon. Officers searched the path, the parking lot, nearby buildings, and the wooded area beyond campus. They found no signs of a struggle, no dropped belongings, no broken items. Hannah's dorm room told another strange story. Her wallet was there, her laptop was there, her passport was there, her phone and keys were gone. If she planned to leave, she left everything behind. The first twist. 2 days after Hannah disappeared, her debit card was used. The charge was small, just a few dollars at a convenience store nearly 30 miles away. The purchase was made at 3:17 a.m. Police reviewed surveillance footage from the store. The camera quality was poor. The person wore a hoodie, head down, face mostly hidden. It could have been Hannah, or it could have been someone else using her card. The card was never used again. This detail changed everything. It suggested movement. It suggested Hannah might have been alive hours after she vanished, or that someone wanted it to look that way. Questions with no answers. Investigators spoke to everyone who had seen Hannah that night. Her friends insisted she wasn't upset. She hadn't mentioned plans to leave or meet anyone. She had no known enemies, no history of risky behavior. Her phone records showed no strange calls or messages. Then another detail surfaced. A classmate remembered Hannah mentioning someone who made her uncomfortable. She didn't know his name. She only said he sometimes sat behind her in lectures and asked too many questions. Police followed the lead. Dozens of students were interviewed. No one matched the description clearly. No one admitted knowing more. Again, the trail went cold. The second twist. A week later, a groundskeeper found something near the edge of campus. It was a scarf. Hannah's scarf. Her mother recognized it immediately. She had given it to Hannah the winter before. It was lying near the trees, folded neatly, not torn or dirty. This detail disturbed investigators. If Hannah was attacked, why was the scarf untouched? If she dropped it accidentally, why was it so neatly placed? Some believed it was a message. Others believed it was staged. Searches expand. Police expanded the search beyond campus. Flyers spread across nearby towns. Volunteers searched fields and roadsides. Tips flooded in from across the state. Some claimed to have seen Hannah at a bus station. Others said they spotted her at a diner. Every tip led to hope. Every lead led to nothing. Hannah's parents moved into a motel near campus. They attended every search. They spoke to media, begging anyone with information to come forward. Weeks passed. Then came the third twist. An anonymous email was sent to campus police. It contained only one sentence: she didn't want to be found. The email address was untraceable. Investigators didn't know what to make of it. Was it a cruel prank, or did it come from someone who knew the truth? They never found out. A year later, a year after Hannah disappeared, her case was reopened with new technology. Old footage was enhanced, data was reviewed again. That's when investigators noticed something strange. On the final camera, just seconds before Hannah walked out of frame, a shadow appeared behind her. The figure stayed just outside the camera's view, following her. The footage was too unclear to identify anyone, but the timing was chilling. Hannah may not have been alone that night. Still no answers. Today, Hannah Reed is still missing. No confirmed sightings, no remains, no arrests. Her dorm room has new occupants who know her story. Students still avoid the dark path at night. Campus lights were added, but the fear never fully left. Hannah's parents still keep her room ready. Her phone number remains active. Every unknown call brings hope and heartbreak. Some believe Hannah started a new life. Others believe she met someone who never meant to let her go. One thing is certain: she didn't just disappear. Someone knows what happened on that path between the lights and the trees. And somewhere, the truth is waiting to be uncovered. Because this is not the only campus hiding a secret. The next story takes us to another college town, another late night, and another student who stepped into the dark and was never seen again.